45 minutes. That's how quickly an express train from Greenwich can reach Grand Central. From Southport, the trip can take closer to 90 minutes, even though it's only 15 miles further down the same train line. If you're moving out of New York City and planning to commute, that difference can make a significant impact on your daily routine. It may determine what time you leave your home, how often you're willing to travel into the city, and ultimately which Fairfield County town makes the most sense for you. I'm Jennifer Lockwood, and if this is your first time here, I am a local real estate agent who has lived in Fairfield County my entire life. I create videos on what it's like to live, work, and enjoy life here while helping buyers understand the towns, the housing market, and the practical details that can shape their move. In this video, I'm breaking down the commuter towns I get asked most about along the Metro North train line, from travel times to parking to home prices in those towns, so you can decide which location best fits your lifestyle and your budget. Before we get to the specific towns, you need to understand how the trains actually work out here. Fairfield County is served by the Metro North's New Haven train line, which runs along the coast from Grand Central Terminal up through Greenwich, Stamford, Darien, Norwalk, Westport, Fairfield, Bridgeport, and then on to New Haven. Off of that main line, there are branch lines, and the New Canaan branch is the one that matters for this video today, and it is an 8.5-mile spur that connects New Canaan to the main line right at Stamford. One thing to understand is that not every train takes the same amount of time. Express trains skip many of the smaller stations, while local trains make more stops along the way. That can add 20 minutes or more to the exact same commute. The station that you use also does matter. So Greenwich, for example, has 4 stations: Greenwich, Cos Cob, Riverside, and Old Greenwich. The main Greenwich station offers the most express service, while the other 3 generally have more local service and fewer express options. You can live in the same town as someone else and still have a noticeably different commute. Metro North also has been making some improvements along the New Haven line. Recent signal upgrades have allowed for faster service, including super express trains that have reduced some trips by as much as 10 minutes. That's encouraging for commuters, but schedules and travel times do change. Also, use the times in this video as a general range and always check the specific trains that work with your schedule before choosing a town or a neighborhood. The train ride is only one part of the commute. Whether you can walk to the station, or you need to drive 15 minutes to the station and find parking, can make a significant difference in your daily routine. So as we look at these 6 towns, I'll cover the full picture: the train times, the access to those stations, the parking availability, and what you can expect to pay for a home in each of these locations. Real estate is local, and in Fairfield County, commuting can vary greatly from one town to another. Let's begin with the town offering the longest ride and work our way down to the fastest commute in the county. We're starting at the far end of the commute spectrum, Southport, the coastal village within the town of Fairfield. I did previous videos on this part of town itself, so if you want more details on the town and what it's like to live there, make sure you check that video next. Southport train station sits right in the heart of the village, and it is generally walkable if you live in the historic district. But the ride itself is the longest on our list. So figure roughly about 90 minutes to get to Grand Central on the trains that serve Southport. Since it is smaller, you get more local service stop on the New Haven line rather than a major express station. Parking here has changed recently, and that does matter. As of January this year, Southport's train station permits went to a wait list. In the last 5 years, you were able to get a parking permit because so many people stopped going into the city. But now that more people are going back to work, the permits now are on a wait list. An annual Southport station permit runs about $300 when they're available, but new commuters right now need to get on that wait list through the town's parking portal rather than assume they can just show up and buy one. Day parking does exist as a backup, but it's not a guaranteed long-term plan if you're commuting 5 days a week. Let's talk about home prices in Southport. The median home price in Southport sits in the neighborhood of about $1.3 to $1.5 million at the time of this video. Homes near the harbor can be north of that number. You're buying into a walkable, historic village where you'll find Federal and Greek Revival architecture, a harbor full of sailboats, and generally small town center. So if you're considering Southport, my advice is to get on the parking wait list the moment you're seriously looking, not after you've closed. And also, I always suggest to test the actual commute. Now let's move one stop further from the city, but it is actually faster, and that's Fairfield's town center. Fairfield has two additional train stations, the Fairfield Center and the Fairfield Black Rock, formerly known as Fairfield Metro. Express service from Fairfield Center can bring the ride to Grand Central down to approximately 80 minutes. Parking at Fairfield Center is very similar to Southport. As of January, the annual permits moved to a wait list, and they cost approximately $400 when one does come available. If you're not already on that list, daily parking is currently the more practical option. Fairfield Black Rock is a little bit different. The station is not managed by the town of Fairfield like it is for Southport and Fairfield Center. That station is managed by the Connecticut Department of Transportation. It has a much larger parking lot and currently has greater availability, including permits. Travel time will depend on your specific train, but for commuters who need to drive to the station, this easier parking situation can make the overall morning less stressful. I can tell you, when I personally take the train into the city, I go to the Fairfield Black Rock station because it is the first stop before Fairfield Center, so you have a better chance of getting a good seat, and you also can park so much easier. Now let's talk about home prices. Fairfield's median sale price across all property types, including condos, is $1,035,000. And that's up 13% from last year. But if you look just at single family homes, the median sale price is $1,150,000. Homes are selling an average of 102% over asking price, and they're spending only 29 days on the market. This is a competitive, fast-moving market, so buyers need to be prepared when the right home becomes available. Fairfield is a strong fit for buyers who want walkability to downtown, train access, beaches, a coastal community without moving into the higher price points typically found in Westport or in Darien. If Fairfield's on your list, look closely at which station is most convenient for each home. Your closest station can affect your route, your parking options, and your total door-to-door commute time. So let's go to the next stop, which is closer to New York City, and that is Westport, Connecticut. Westport is where the commute gets shorter, but the home prices climb noticeably. Westport has two stations, the main Westport station in Saugatuck. This has express trains, and the Greens Farm station, which is local. Express trains from the main station can reach Grand Central in under 70 minutes, while local trains are closer to 80 minutes. That faster commute is one reason Westport commands a premium. Parking at both stations operates through the permit wait list, similar to Fairfield and Southport, so it's important to plan ahead. A parking permit for the year is $424. Daily parking is available at $5 a day. It is also free from 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. and also on the weekends, giving commuters some flexibility while waiting for a permit. That convenience comes at a cost. Westport's median home price is currently $2.4 million. Homes are selling for approximately 102% over their asking price and spending about 47 days on the market. Inventory is also down 7% compared to last year, keeping this market just as competitive, much like many of the other popular commuter towns across Fairfield County. Westport is considered a luxury market with home prices that reflect its coastal lifestyle, its vibrant downtown, and consistently top-rated schools. It is a strong fit for buyers looking for a shorter commute, access to Campo Beach, and a lively downtown center, plus people that have the budget to match. If a roughly 70-minute express ride works for your schedule, Westport offers a compelling combination of convenience and lifestyle. If you're weighing exactly this kind of trade-off, commute time against home prices and lifestyle, make sure you grab my free Fairfield County relocation guide. It maps out every town in the county with pricing, school district data, and commute breakdowns all in one place. The link is below and it's completely free. Now let's talk about the town people misunderstand the most on this list, and that is number 3, New Canaan. New Canaan is one I want to spend a little more time on because there's a common misconception about the commute. While New Canaan is not on the shoreline, it does have its own branch line which connects to the main New Haven line in Stamford. Many buyers assume this means every trip requires a transfer, but that isn't the case. Metro North offers several direct weekday morning trains from New Canaan to Grand Central before 8 a.m. On those trains, the ride is approximately 65 to 75 minutes. Outside that morning window, midday or off-peak hours, you typically do need to transfer it in Stamford, bringing the total trip time closer to 80 minutes. So the real question isn't whether New Canaan requires a transfer, it's whether the direct trains work for your schedule. If you have a traditional commuting schedule, they may work out really well. If your hours vary, you'll want to account for that additional transfer time. Parking is another important consideration in New Canaan. The main downtown station and Richmond lots operate with waitlists, so you may not be able to get a permit right away. The annual parking permit costs about $664 at the main station and $504 at Richmond Hill. While those permits are currently not available, the good news is there are permits that are currently available without a waitlist at the Talmadge Hill station. They cost approximately $504 a year for the New Canaan residents and $555 for non-residents. So while downtown parking may require some planning, Talmadge Hill provides a more immediate option for commuters. Now it is further south, it's near the Mirror Parkway, it's less walkable and primarily a drive-to station, but it has a large commuter lot, has less demand from downtown residents. So for many commuters, Talmadge Hill is actually a practical alternative. Parking is currently available, the annual permit costs less, and the train ride is about 5 minutes shorter. The main trade-off is losing the walkability and the convenience of the downtown station. The lifestyle here in New Canaan comes with a higher price point. The median sale price for a single-family home is about $2.7 million. That's up 11% from last year. New Canaan is also known for highly regarded public schools, with New Canaan High School currently receiving an A+ from niche.com. New Canaan is a strong fit for buyers looking for a walkable town center, excellent schools, and a classic small town atmosphere. Just be sure the direct train schedule aligns with your commute. Now let's move on to stop number 2, and that is Darien. Darien sits directly on Metro North's main New Haven line, so there's no branch line or transfer to consider here. Darien has 2 train stations, Darien and Norotan Heights, and express trains serve both those stations. The ride time into Grand Central from these stations is about 60 minutes depending on the train. Both stations offer permit and daily parking. The annual permit costs are $479. That is also currently on a wait list. Darien offers one of the fastest and most dependable commutes from Fairfield County, and the housing market does reflect that convenience. The premium sale price for a single family home is $2.8 million, and that is up 15% year over year, with homes selling an average of 25 days. Inventory here is extremely low, and many homes that come on the market get multiple offers. The luxury market is especially strong. The buyers are competing for waterfront properties, newer construction, and beautifully renovated homes close to town and the train. Inventory at the upper end is often limited, and turnkey homes in desirable locations can command a significant premium. Unlike some luxury markets centered mainly around larger estates, Darien's appeal is the combination of an upscale coastal lifestyle, highly rated schools, and an easy commute into Manhattan. Now let's get to stop number 1, and that is Greenwich, Connecticut. Greenwich is the final stop on this list, and it offers the fastest commute to Manhattan from anywhere in Fairfield County. But there is more to understand than simply being the closest town to the city. Greenwich has 4 Metro North train stations: Greenwich, Cos Cob, Riverside, and Old Greenwich. Only the main Greenwich station offers express service, with some trains reaching Grand Central in as little as 45 minutes. Cos Cob, Riverside, and Old Greenwich are local stops, so your commute time will depend heavily on which part of the town you live in and which station you use. Parking is a trade-off for that convenience. The outdoor lot at the main Greenwich station has had a permit wait list for approximately 5 years, while the covered lot can be closer to 10. Cos Cob has historically had the shortest wait list at around a year, while Riverside and Old Greenwich have ranged from 3 to 5 years. Annual permits at Cos Cob, Riverside, and Old Greenwich are approximately $456 a year, while daily parking is $7. If access to commuter parking is important to you, it should be part of your neighborhood search, not something that you consider after purchasing your home. Greenwich is one of Fairfield County's premier luxury markets. The median sale price is currently around $2.5 million, and homes are selling for an average of 103% over asking price. That means the typical home is selling above list, reflecting the continued demand for the town's proximity to Manhattan, waterfront lifestyle, distinctive neighborhoods, and highly regarded schools. If Greenwich is on your list, first decide what matters most: express service from the main Greenwich station or village-style walkability found in areas like Old Greenwich and Riverside. Then look closely at the commute times and the parking availability for that specific station. In Greenwich, the neighborhood you choose can make a meaningful difference in your daily commute. A roughly 80-minute commute and more home for your money in Fairfield to a 45 express train ride with a premium pricing that comes with Greenwich. The ride town is not necessarily the one with the strongest commute. It's the one that best fits how often you travel into the city, the lifestyle you want, maybe school selections, maybe some amenities, and how much you are willing to pay for the time that you gain. Here's what I want you to take away from these 6 towns. As you move closer to New York City, the commute generally becomes shorter and home prices tend to rise. Further up the train line, your budget may buy more house and more property, but you will spend more time on the train. There's no single right answer. It depends on how often you commute, the lifestyle you want, and what you're willing to prioritize. To learn more, stay on my channel and explore the other videos I have created covering Fairfield County's towns and their neighborhoods, along with what it is really like to live here. When you're ready to discuss your move, you can call or text me directly. And when you reach out, just know that you are speaking directly to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.